You know that feeling, right? You finally sit down. Maybe it's a big project. Maybe you're just reading a book. You're all set to focus. And then, ping, a text. Or an email alert flashes. And you think, oh, just a quick look.
Just 1 second.
Exactly. And suddenly, like, 20 minutes are just gone. Poof.
Yeah.
Into some feed you won't even remember. And you were busy, sure, but were you actually productive?
It's such a common thing. And listen, it's really not just you. It's not some personal failing, you know? It feels frustrating, absolutely, but we're basically in this constant battle for our own attention.
Yeah, battle feels like the right word.
It is, because everything, every app, every notification, it's designed, often very cleverly, to pull you right back in. So learning how to win that fight, how to actually concentrate, that's becoming like the critical skill for work, for life, really.
Absolutely. So today we're diving into exactly that, the art of focus. We want to unpack how you can push back against those distractions and find that, peak performance zone.
And we'll be drawing a lot from the work of Cal Newport, the computer science professor who really popularized this idea he calls deep work.
Right. Deep work. Let's get into what that actually is.
Yeah.
Because to master it, we need to understand it first.
Exactly. So Newport defines deep work as focusing without any distraction on something cognitively demanding. Think. Really pushing your brain power to its limit.
Like a mental workout.
Precisely. It's that flow state people talk about. It's where you produce your best stuff, learn complex things quickly, and honestly, it feels really satisfying. You're actually creating value, not just reacting.
Okay, so that's the goal. But then there's the other stuff.
Yeah.
The stuff we actually spend most of our day doing, probably.
Ah, yes. Shallow work. That's the emails, the quick logistical tasks, the endless scrolling, the things that feel busy.
They totally feel busy. Ticking things off a list, answering messages.
Right. It feels productive. But Newport argues, and I think he's right, that this stuff doesn't really create new value. It just kind of keeps things moving, keeps you afloat.
Treading water, basically.
Exactly. And the tricky part is our brains love that shallow stuff. Every notification, every little like or reply, it's a tiny hit of dopamine.
Ah, the instant gratification thing.
You got it. It's like a little reward that hacks our brain, but it hacks it for distraction, pulling us away from sustained focus. We're almost training ourselves to crave interruption.
Which brings us to that myth of multitasking, doesn't it? We all think we can do it.
Oh, definitely. But it's not really multitasking. It's context switching. You're just rapidly bouncing your attention between different things.
Like juggling flaming torches while riding a unicycle? Bad idea.
Huh, pretty much. And every single switch, it costs you. There's a cognitive cost. Your brain has to reorient, reload the context.
So you're never fully in any single task.
Exactly. You get this attention residue. A piece of your mind is still stuck on the last thing. It leads to fatigue, burnout, and frankly, work that's just not as good.
Okay, so the mission is clear. Less shallow, more deep. How do we actually do that? It feels like we need to build some kind of fortress.
That's a great way to put it, a focus fortress. Because willpower alone, it's just not enough against these constant digital temptations. You have to actively design your environment to make focus the default.
Right. So where do we start building? The digital world seems like the first battleground.
Absolutely. First step, and this is pretty much non-negotiable, the digital purge. You have to be ruthless with notifications.
Ruthless, like turn them all off.
Pretty much. Social media, news alerts, most email, pings off. Right now, maybe after you listen to this, just go into settings and do it. Your attention is too valuable.
Okay. That feels drastic, but I get it. What about on the computer? Websites are just as bad.
Good point. Use focus apps. Things like Freedom or Cold Turkey. They let you block distracting websites for set periods. It's not weakness, it's smart strategy. Think of it as putting up a digital do not disturb sign.
I like that. Okay, digital purge. What about the physical space?
Create a physical sanctuary. A specific spot, a desk, a chair, a corner that is only for deep work. Keep it clean, organized. When you go there, your brain gets the signal. Okay, it's focus time.
Like training your brain with a location cue. Makes sense.
And tied to that physical space, consider the phone prison.
Phone prison, you mean literally locking it up?
Sort of. Just put it somewhere out of sight and out of easy reach. A drawer, a box, another room even. Just having it there, even face down, is a distraction.
Ah, the friction idea, if you have to actually get up and walk over to it.
Exactly. That little bit of effort is often enough to make you pause and think, do I really need to check this right now? Usually the answer is no.
Okay, that's practical. So environment secured. What about managing the time itself within that fortress?
Great question. Time blocking is key. And a really effective method is the Pomodoro technique. Heard of it?
Vaguely. Remind me.
Super simple. Set a timer for 25 minutes. Work intensely, no interruptions. When it rings, take a mandatory 5-minute break. Stand up, stretch, whatever. Then repeat.
So short sprints of focus.
Exactly. It's like interval training for your concentration muscle. It teaches your brain to sustain focus in bursts and build stamina over time.
All right, so we've built the fortress, digital, physical, time blocked. But you said that's only half the battle. What's the other half?
The other half is internal. It's training the mind itself. Because focus, ultimately, is like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it gets.
Okay, so how do we train that mental muscle?
One powerful technique is an intentionality ritual. Before you start a deep work block, take just, say, 2 minutes. Close your eyes, breathe, and get crystal clear on what you want to achieve. Ask yourself, what does done look like for this session?
Setting a clear target.
Precisely. That clarity acts like an anchor. When distractions try to pull you away, you have this clear goal to pull you back. It really helps.
Interesting. What else? I read something about embracing boredom. That sounds weird.
It sounds counterintuitive, right? But it's huge. We've become so used to filling every single spare moment waiting in line, commercials with our phones.
Guilty as charged.
We all are. But that constant stimulation erodes our ability to just be. Boredom, that quiet, unstructured time, is actually when your brain processes things, makes connections, has new ideas.
So we should actively try to be bored sometimes.
Sort of. Scheduled do-nothing time. Go for a walk without your phone. Just sit and think. Let your mind wander. It rebuilds your attention span. It's a core part of digital minimalism, really.
Okay, embracing boredom. Got it.
Yeah.
What's the final piece of this mental training?
The shutdown ritual. This is another Cal Newport gem. At the very end of your workday or study time, have a consistent routine. Tidy your desk, quickly review tomorrow's plan,
Okay.
and then crucially say a specific phrase out loud. Something like shut down complete.
Precisely. Say it out loud.
Seriously, it sounds a bit silly maybe, but it signals clearly to your brain, work is done for today, stop thinking about it. It helps prevent that mental carryover, that burnout feeling. It lets you truly switch off and recharge.
Wow. That actually sounds incredibly helpful. My brain never seems to shut down otherwise. Okay, so let's recap this art of focus. It seems like a 3-step thing.
That's a good way to see it. First, understand the battlefield. Know that distractions are designed to hook you, and your goal is deep work, not shallow busyness.
Got it. Second, build your fortress. That means the digital purge, the physical sanctuary, maybe the phone prison, and using time blocking like Pomodoro.
Exactly. And third, train your mind. Use that intentionality ritual. Learn to embrace boredom sometimes and implement that shutdown ritual to truly switch off.
It really boils down to working deeper, not just harder or longer, doesn't it?
That's the core message. It's about reclaiming your attention, which is your most precious resource, so you can actually create things that matter to you, things that bring fulfillment.
So the challenge for everyone listening right now, what's the first immediate step they can take today?
Keep it simple. Pick the easiest, most impactful thing we talked about for you. But a great start. Go into your phone settings right now. Seriously. And turn off notifications for your top 3 most distracting apps. Social media, news, email, whatever they are, takes maybe 60 seconds.
That one small action, that's your first step, your first move towards mastering this art of focus, building a more productive and honestly, probably a more peaceful life.
Absolutely. You have the power to take back control. Start now.